welcome to the
Hi.
Hi, welcome to the Petunias in Potholes podcast. I'm Kit,
And I'm Anne.
and we're gonna have a spooky Halloween watch party tonight.
Spooky Halloween.
Spooky. Uh, yeah.
I'm super here for it.
So welcome, and uh, thank you for coming. Or no one's here yet, but thank you for watching in the future again, as we said last podcast.
Hello from the past.
um, so, how are you today? How have you been the last couple of days since our last episode?
I'm just living the dream. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Living the dream. Um, yeah, I mean, so okay, today we're gonna do a watch party, and we're gonna try to watch two movies if we can stay up late enough. We're gonna
hmm
start with Eraserhead, the fantastic.
David Lynch's first film.
Yes, fantastic film. It is in the public domain, so we can watch it without concern, which is fantastic.
Yep,
And
and it's a classic.
it is a classic. It's so good, and I think you might have some trivia for us on it. Did you get some trivia for us?
We just might have some trivia for us.
Fantastic. And then after Eraserhead, if we are still awake, we will watch The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. I
hmm
talked I talked about it last week, or the beginning of this week, I guess. It's only really been a few days. And I don't have any trivia for us, but I will probably be unable to resist singing along to some of the songs. So you're in for a treat if you like that.
Yeah, I don't know any of the songs. This will be my first time watching
Yes.
The Guy Who Didn't Like
And
Musicals.
I'm so excited.
I could tell.
Hey, we have somebody in the chat asking us about Discord. I think they actually were trying to use um, a command to like prompt our Discord. Um, I am setting up our Discord to be available to. Yeah, they said command. Sorry, I don't think I have any of those commands set up yet, but I'm gonna look into that. I am setting up our Discord so that we can have fans join it. I did set it up so that our stream room is just for us, and so we can invite other people. But I don't. I don't actually like know how to set up like an automatic invite on Twitch, so I'm gonna look into that and figure that out between now and next time we stream. Um, but you can, if you would like to keep up with us, you can check us out on TikTok, which is Petunias in Potholes. You can check us out on
hmm
Instagram, which is Petunias in Potholes. And if you really want, you can go and follow us on Twitter, which is Petunia Pothole. But we don't really post on Twitter, so it's kind of pointless. I
Yeah,
just I just wanted to snag the username just in case we decided to use it, in case it gets good again. But I don't have my hopes up too high for that. Um,
yeah.
but we have some great TikToks up, and also please subscribe to us on YouTube. Again, it's Petunias in Potholes on YouTube. We posted the recording of our first podcast episode that we recorded on Monday, and it is great. In my humble opinion, it is like a work of art. But I do think it came out really well. It's super low quality visually, and the audio is not great. But I got a new mic, and so the audio is a little better now. And our next thing, also the resolution is higher on this stream, which is good, and the recording. And the next thing I'm going to invest in for us is better cameras. Um,
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We're gonna be improving this stream and the recordings that go up on YouTube as we go. And so stick along for the ride. Follow us, subscribe, put a comment below or whatever. I don't know. Um,
Smash that like button.
Smash it. Just beat the
Just
like button.
ugh,
You
fucking
know.
hold hands on it.
Yeah. Exactly. Um, so thank you for coming and thank you for chatting. We appreciate you and we love you all and we hope that you'll stick around. And I don't know, should we chat a little bit before we get into the movie, or do you just want to get into the movie?
I mean, how are you feeling? It's definitely it's 2 hours past when we said we were gonna start
It
streaming.
sure is. It sure is. But that's
I'm
okay.
very sorry. I had a duck to debone.
That's right. And I will say for people who are following us and subscribing, we will always do our best to be on time, but it's probably not going to happen all the time. Like there will be days where we're late. Like
We
look,
are stoners after all.
let's just be real. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? Like and we're busy people, you know, we this is not our full-time job. And so, you know, yeah, I'd love for it to become that someday. That would be so fantastic. But right now,
That would be rad.
this is not a full time job for us. We are not monetized on any platform yet. But help us get there by giving us a follow, right? And watching some of the content. That will help us get monetized and get going, so that maybe we can do this full time in the future. And that would be lovely.
That would be super rad.
Yeah. Yeah. My this is super off topic, but my puppy, her name is Whiskey. She has been barking all day. I record in my living room, as we talked about last week, and uh, I cannot get away from her barking. So apologies if she barks during the movie. I just want to put that out there. She is a little demon, which is thematically on point because it is Halloween. So, and since this is our Halloween episode, we are going to make sure that this one goes up on YouTube in time for Halloween. I'm hoping to post it on Halloween, if not maybe a little sooner. And, you know, the great thing about our YouTube videos is that we edit them and add some funny things in post recording, and it's really fun. So even if you watch us live, the uploaded recording on YouTube is always a little different. And you know, we cut out all of the like breaks and stuff, and you know, shorten it up. So if you can't hang in with us for the next 4 hours, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that either. But let's see. If you can't hang with us for that long, that's okay because you can catch everything you missed on YouTube.
Well, maybe if we don't get both movies done tonight, we'll do another watch party next Friday.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Um, I think that's a perfect idea because we may not. The guy who didn't like musicals is shorter than Eraserhead. I'm pretty sure. You said Eraserhead's 2 hours long. Actually, I have the thing pulled up. Let me look at how long it is. Oh, it's
Yeah.
only an hour and a half. That's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
And then the guy who didn't
Yeah,
like
it's modern
musicals.
movies that are like 2 hours long.
Yeah,
Jeez.
older stuff's not that long. And the guy who didn't like musicals, I think, is only like an hour. So we might be able to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why
Um,
don't we go ahead and pull up Eraserhead and begin?
let's do it. Let me do that right now.
Everybody at home watching, why don't you get cozy?
Get cozy.
Roll up a doobie,
Roll them up.
roll them up,
Roll them up.
you know,
Oh, shoot. Hang on. I did
just
the thing again. Let me pull it up. And then I gotta go to share screen. Also, forgive me because my mouse disappears when I'm trying to share my screen and I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Let's do the media player and go live with that on Discord, and then we will begin the movie. And then I'm going to also zoom us in on our recording software so that it's a little bigger for everyone who's watching. Let me do that a little bit here, real quick. Zoom it in. Zoom it. And make it big like that. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Slide it to make it live. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to press play. Ready?
Right.
Let me know if you can hear it. I don't think there's sound yet. Oh, that
Yeah.
was the ending.
Yep, that was the ending. Yay! Yay! Brava!
Let's watch
Um,
the credits for a little bit and talk about it.
all right, yeah.
Or we could keep
I
talking about abortion too. I'm fine with that. Wherever you wanted to
what
go.
I've said a lot about David Lynch and I'm kind of out of trivia at this point. Uh I hope y'all enjoyed that, but also back to abortion real quick.
Yeah.
It's fine if you do, it's fine if you don't.
Yep.
It's fine if you are pro-choice, and you know what? It's even fine if you don't believe that abortions are, whatever. But it's not all right to force your beliefs on someone else.
That's right.
You keep them you keep them there. You scream inside your heart.
Yeah, scream inside your heart.
Scream inside your heart.
I think when people should scream inside their hearts more often, because sometimes when you scream out loud, you're doing damage to the world. You're making the world a worse place. You're hurting other people. But if you just scream inside your heart, you can get it, you can let it flow through you, and you don't have to hurt other people. So just scream inside your heart.
Just that's the takeaway from that. And same with Eraserhead. I think it's all about screaming inside your heart.
That is why I love it so much, because it makes me scream inside my heart. Like,
yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You nailed it. That's exactly it.
Put that shit on a t-shirt.
Well, that shit is definitely go inside on a t-shirt. Scream inside your heart, TM.
TM. So yeah, you'll find out pretty fast, dear listener, that Kitty and I, we're not liberals. We're not conservatives.
No, we're
no. We're way worse. We are to the left.
Yeah. Very, very far left. And
you go far left enough, you get your guns back.
That's true. That's true.
It's super true.
So continue.
What
were you gonna say? I interrupted you, but then you forgot what you were gonna say, right?
Yeah, okay, so also I have ADHD, everybody, and we're pretty sure I am autistic. I haven't taken, what is it, the rad R?
I have no idea.
Do you know what I'm
No,
There's
I don't.
a test that you could take. Okay, hang on. I had it pulled up earlier. Of course. Yeah, it's the RADS R test, and it's it's or the ASPE quiz, I guess, or whatever, but it's the RADS R test, and it's like an 80 question test to see if you're autistic and
Mm-hmm.
like what,
That's a
like
lot of
kind of where on the
questions.
spectrum. It is a lot of questions. And I actually downloaded a copy of the test and was looking at it and was like, well, fuck. Um, so I'll probably request it from my doctor so I can get like an actual diagnosis. But I just looked at it and was like, oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But, anyways, one of the side effects of ADHD is if you interrupt me when I'm talking, there's a good chance I'm going to lose what I was saying, like genuinely no recollection in my brain. I could tell you every little behind the scenes detail in pretty much every movie on the face of this fucking planet. But if you interrupt me mid thought, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over, ladies and gentledems.
And
Yeah.
hilariously, I often interrupt. And I don't mean to, but
Uh,
when a thought comes to my
yeah.
head, I'm like, "Ooh, thought, let's get that out."
Yeah. And I'm never mad about it,
No,
honestly. Like it's
no,
whatever.
yeah, no, no, no. I think that even despite our communication struggles, we communicate very well. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was thinking, why don't we take a break and decide if we're going to come back for the second feature? And either way,
Hey.
we'll come back in a few minutes for whatever is about to happen then. Sound good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm super down with that. All right. TTFN, ciao for now.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. I gotta actually put it up. Sorry, I will get faster at this, y'all. I will get faster at this. Okay. And we're back.
Ba bump. Ba
Yes, there
ba
was a
da,
full
ba.
costume change during the break. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm a shark.
Oh, man. You know what is stuck in my head now that we look like this?
Baby shark.
Yes. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
what what movies about sharks do you like?
Movies about sharks. Gosh. I mean, Jaws is great, right? Like, everybody likes
Classic
Jaws.
Peter Benchley. Yeah.
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 Um, what other movies about sharks are there? I know I've seen others, but I can't think of any.
Oh man, Deep Blue Sea
Ooh, is that the.
with Samuel Jackson and LL Cool J.
Yes. That is a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. And a lot of people mistakenly credit LL Cool J as the first black guy to survive a horror movie, but that's actually not true.
Who is?
Um, I would have to say technically it would be it would actually be hang on. Dwayne Jones in Night of the Living Dead. He plays
Ooh.
Ben, and he technically does survive the night.
Hmm.
You know, not all not all final girls or final men survive. Look, at the end of Friday the 13th, we see our final girl out on the river, right? And she's just kind of gliding and she's made it. She's survived the night. She's considered the final girl. And then at the very end, right before the credits roll, Jason comes up out of the water and grabs her and brings her down.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
like in Night of the Living Dead, he survives the entire events of the night, you know, only to be slaughtered.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You know, if it's not him, then I would say it would be, um, what is the actor's name? Give me 2 seconds. Um,
Do 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 do.
Brandon Adams in People Under the Stairs. He plays a little boy named Fool, and he lives.
Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
I've never
It's a
even
Wes.
heard of that one.
It's a Wes Craven film. It's from
Oh,
like 1991. It's
okay.
very Get Out vibes, you know.
Mm.
You have your hero is down on his luck, uh, little boy of color, and him and I can't remember. Is it Lawrence Fishburne? No, it's Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames um, is like an older guy that's like with him, and they break into this house, and it's ran by, they're supposedly brother and sister, but there's like something going on, kind of incestuous. Yeah. And they have this little girl captive, and they have people living in their fucking walls that they've like tortured. There's like this one little boy that they have living in their walls that he's like cut out his tongue and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's a really fucked up Wes Craven film. But anyways, the Bryant, he ends or Brandon, he ends up living to the very end. And that came out before Deep Blue Sea. So there's just many more examples.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is a trope, though. It the black character never survives, and it's like,
Yes.
why
Yes.
they got to do that though?
So, you know what movie I really want to see, speaking of that, is The Blackening.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
looks
looks really
that does look very good. I am excited to see that.
really, really funny. Yeah.
Speaking of things
Um,
we want to see, uh, the guy who didn't like musicals is not happening tonight. We're old and
yes.
we can't watch a second movie tonight. But we're planning on hopefully doing that next Friday. Streaming live next Friday, and then to have it uploaded a few days later. I haven't edited enough of these to know how long it really takes me on average, so the upload dates are not as set in stone as the streaming dates. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but we're gonna do another weekend watch party next weekend, if as long as nothing comes up, and we'll do the guy who didn't like musicals then, and it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be so fun. But for tonight,
Yes.
we're just gonna chat for a bit,
Yeah, just kind of wrap it up
Yeah,
and yeah.
yeah. We had,
Talk
you know
about
what?
cars.
We had one viewer, and that's infinite increase from how many we had last time. So,
Welcome, one viewer.
well, he's gone now, but he was here
Oh,
earlier. He's the one who called us babes.
okay. Hey, babe.
Yeah. But that we have increased our viewer count infinitely by getting one viewer from zero. So I'd say that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, that is totally a step in the right direction.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's totally a step in the right direction, and I think that as we make improvements to the podcast, it's just gonna get better and better. We're gonna have more and more viewers, and they're gonna friggin' love it, and we're gonna have a great time. And I want to get the Discord going so that we can invite people to that. People like that kind of thing, they can chat with us IRL.
Nope.
Well, online, but off the stream, I guess would be the right way to
In
say that.
real life,
Discord's
you
not
get
real life.
to
I don't know why I
talk.
said that. Like, you join the Discord and you can have our personal phone numbers. No, I'm kidding. uh, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to more streams. I really am. It's been very fun. I feel like this one was like a little lower energy than the first one, but that's how podcasts go. They ebb and flow a little bit.
Well, I actually really enjoyed this one.
Me too.
I enjoyed the first one too, but yeah, it's a watch party, so it's gonna be a little bit more laid back and chill.
Yeah.
You know, uh, it's not gonna necessarily go with the flow of our normal episodes.
Right. The normal episodes, they're more structured. We kind of have an idea of what we're going to talk about and where we're going to go with it. The watch parties, we just get on here and we just watch a movie together. That's it. Or maybe a TV show,
Yeah.
because they're movie length these
Or we
days.
talk through the movie because that's what we did. But like that's what happens when you get on these streams.
That's the
Like that's
point of
the
a
point.
watch party. Like, hello.
And sometimes I will be loaded with trivia, and other times it will be a movie that Kit is having me watch for the first time,
Yep.
which is going to be next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I will be unable to take my eyes off the video that we're watching. And other times I will be singing along. And other times I will be very distracted and into the conversation. Because, let's be real, I probably also have ADHD.
Birds of a feather,
I don't know if I do. I don't know. But, it's life is hard to pay
There's
attention to
definitely
sometimes.
something going on there. Yeah.
Yes, true. True facts. No cap,
For
as
real.
the kids say.
For real, on God.
Yeah. all that stuff.
I love saying shit like that. I love embarrassing my kids with their language. Also, I'll do things like, Ollie is super into Fallout Boy,
Mhm.
and I'll call them the Fallout Boys.
The Fallout Boys. Oh, I
Those,
love that.
the Fallout Boys.
It's subtle, but it works so well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like you just tweak it just a little bit.
Right,
And
right.
it makes you sound like you're old. Oh
Sorry
man.
for sniffling in the mic. I, you know what? If you cannot stand the sound of someone sniffling their nose a little bit, this might not be the podcast for you, unfortunately. Just mute it. Just play it on mute so that we can get the view counts. But I have horrible allergies and I am very sniffly and I apologize, but it is what it is.
I think we could eventually edit the snuffles and sniffles and
Oh,
out.
I mean, we could, but do we want to? I don't know.
It really depends. It really depends. I will let the viewers decide if they can handle the sound of our mouths.
we if we had had any viewers just now, we would have lost them.
Or we would have gotten a stalker.
Oh, true. Oh my god.
What that mouth do? Make sounds.
Make sounds.
I
Oh my
really like
God.
your shark cat.
Dude, thank you. I really like your shark onesie. It's so cute.
Thanks. I've actually had this onesie for a really long time, and my husband has a matching one.
I'm very
And we got
thankful.
them for a festival.
I'm very thankful my headphones fit over this. Oh, yeah. So we were briefly talking about this earlier, but you have to, with a onesie, when you go to the bathroom, you
Yeah.
you kind of have to just get naked. You have to
Yes.
take the whole thing off.
It's a one piece
Yeah.
onesie. It's not footed, the feet are out, but it has a dorsal fin.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, when you go to the bathroom, you have to like pull the whole thing off. And at a music festival, the concept is nice that you could go dancing outside at night and not get cold, but the reality is you have to go into a porta potty. And dear listener, Porta potties at music festivals are their own circle of hell. They are so fucking nasty. How do you shit on the ceiling is beyond me, but I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times at different festivals, and this festival where I had my onesie was just the same. And the first night, it fucking started to rain. So it's like raining. We're
Mhm.
we're high on acid. Like we're fucking our brains are out there, right? And
When in Rome.
it when in Rome, right? We're at a music festival, and it and it starts to rain. The music festival is like way up north by the Canadian border, and it started to rain, and so there was like mud up the back of our fucking onesies, and we were like, "What the fuck, dude?" And so we we were really sad. We almost got rained out, and we almost decided to leave, and then we were kind of exploring the island, and we came across this room, and like this fucking little building, right? And we go inside the building, and there was a washer and dryer and a shower stall. And we were like, what? Let me tell you, we used that washer and dryer and that shower stall all fucking weekend long. We never saw anybody else try to use it. No one ever tried to come in. Yep. We would partake and then go to the shower
That's
for some
so
special married shower time.
that's so strange. It was just
Yep.
like an outhouse kind of what do you call those not a porta potty type outhouse, but
Mud
like a
broom.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
mud room with a washer
Uh-huh.
and dryer and a shower stall. And that's it.
And a toilet.
And a toilet. What?
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah. No one ever tried to use it. It was like magic, and only me and Pat could see it.
That's
So our
amazing.
clothes stayed clean the whole time, and we stayed clean the whole time because we went and took showers.
That is so bizarre. What?
It was really bizarre. Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
magic washer and dryer. That's I mean, I've been to music festivals and what a gift from the gods on
Hmm.
high, you know, like
Yeah, for real.
oh my
That was our first
goodness.
music festival too. That
Oh
was like
wow.
the one that started it all.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been to many music
Yeah,
festivals,
you guys go to
and
a
we plan
lot.
on going to many more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we budget for them. We plan them way in advance, and
Yeah.
then like we'll do things like get our tickets in advance, so we'll get the early bird specials on tickets, and then we'll get like our hotels or Airbnbs in advance. It's super rare that we use Airbnb. We are in Costa Rica, um, but yeah, usually like go and get a hotel or something,
Yeah.
and
I
yeah, we
used
just
to
budget it in
I used to go
advance.
to music festivals, but you know, I'll be real, and I'll be real because there's no shame in being real about it. Like my mental health wasn't great for a long time, and I stopped really liking music festivals around that era. And really like I struggle with loud repetitive noise. I still do.
Hmm.
It takes a toll on my mental health, and you know, I'm very lucky that the people in my life are very respectful of that issue. And you know,
Hmm.
I have two teenage boys living in my house, and neither of them ever play loud music bumping bass in the house. And I'm so appreciative of them for, you know, being understanding, because it's I feel like it sounds like a mundane issue to have, but realistically, like it is very hard to navigate, um, like living when loud repetitive noises cause you like extreme distress.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get that. I luckily am not like that, like when I first had my kids, I I grew up doing live shows. My very first concert was in 1996. I was 12 years old. It was Ozzy Osbourne Retirement Sucks World Tour. My mom took me, and Korn and the Deftones were the opening bands. They were still fairly unknown.
Yeah.
And that will always be in my brain. I've seen both Ball Breaker tours, um, which was ACDC. I've seen Paige and Plant. I've seen Jimmy Ray Vaughan, who's Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother. I've seen so many people. I've seen Kiss like 6 times because my mom is a huge Kiss fan, and and I got some stories about that. Uh, and yeah, I've just been to so much music as a kid, and then I had my children, and I was with my old partner, and I just stopped.
Yeah.
I think I saw one show, and it was literally right before we broke up. It was in 2014, and I saw Mindless Self Indulgence, and yeah, I remember being so happy I did that, but then I stopped again, and my husband like part of what gives him life is live shows and music. And so when we were dating, he started taking me to concerts, and he tried to take me to an EDM show, and I had a migraine that night.
Oh.
And so we didn't go. And then it was a while before he took, because he thought maybe I didn't like EDM, so he didn't take me to another show like that for a while.
Mm.
But we went to a lot of bluegrass shows, and bluegrass is a lot of fun, you guys. Trampled by Turtles is probably like one of the best concerts I've ever
Trampled
been
by
to.
turtles.
Dude, they are so badass. And like, don't let the name fool you. They're some of the fastest mandolin players I've ever fucking seen. Dude, they
Okay.
just get up on there and they go, dude. They are hard. Like,
Wow.
hell
Okay.
yeah. Trampled by Turtles and Devil Makes Three. And also, just a word from the wise. Don't take acid and go to a Devil Makes Three concert.
Oh.
Nope. Nope. Not the vibe. Not the
Okay.
vibe.
Good to know.
It's a whiskey. It's a whiskey vibe. Like
Yeah, that's a
it's a
very different
drinking.
vibe. That's a very different vibe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I so when
And
I used to go to music festivals, I went for all of the most dirtbaggy degenerate reasons, right? Like I couldn't tell you who was playing at any of the festivals I went to because I didn't care. I was there for the good time, you know?
okay.
Like it was a party, and that's why I went. Um, Not to make it sound like I don't care about music at all. I love music, but I like lyrical music. I like things that you can sing to. I like musicals and like
Mm-hmm.
theater music, and I like a lot of pop music that's like um, soft and uh, you know it's a different kind of vibe, the kind of music I like.
Are you a Swiftie?
No, I'm not really. I don't think she's horrible, but like I'm not. She's not on my
Yeah, I
playlist.
think she's a pretty cool person, but I don't really listen to her music.
Yeah, she's not on my playlist. Who do I like that is relevant to modern times? I like Billie Eilish a lot. I like Lizzo. Lizzo's probably the more like uh more closer to party music than anything else that I listen to. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I just it's because the stuff I listen to is softer, I think, and so it doesn't have like a lot of like really hard hitting bass because that tends to be the thing
Mm-hmm.
that uh, gets me stressed. Um, and it's that's so hard too because of living in Oakland because there's constantly
Mm-hmm.
someone playing very bassy music, and it's fine. Like I'm not mad at them for it. It's just it's something I have to deal with. Um,
I love bassy music.
you
I
do.
listen to heavy bass.
And
Yeah.
I don't mind listening to it a little bit. It's just when it's like it one is when it's like too prolonged, and two is
Mm-hmm.
if it's actually muffled through like a wall or through a building, that actually makes it so much worse. Um,
Yeah.
so it's especially hard. I'm very blessed to be living in a single family house now. I don't own it. I wish, but it's a house. But before, when I lived in apartments and duplexes, I always had neighbors who wanted to play like really bassy music, and it was super stressful, super duper
Yeah.
stressful. And I know it sounds so like what a party pooper, right? Um,
No way, dude. You're fun to party with.
I'm
I wouldn't take you to a bass show.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
am fun to party with, but yeah, it's just it depends on the kind of party, you know. Depends on the music
Yeah.
selection really more than anything else.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, there's been a couple of times that me and Linz have taken friends to shows that don't have never been to shows like we go to. And man, like, like I go to a lot of like deep bass shows. Like
Yeah.
the last one we went to, or the last like festival I went to, the bass was so fucking heavy that the artist, his name's Pretty Lights, he blew the amp in the first like 10 minutes of the
Dang.
show. It was so good though. I mean, they were back up and running, but like, and then like, it was at a fairgrounds, so half of it was outside. So the place he was outside, other people were in the barns, and you go in and they the bass, and you could like feel it go through you. Like it was just the whole barn was like vibrating from the
Weird.
bass. It was so heavy, and they had huge speakers and stuff. So it was, there was no escaping it. It was there.
Wow. Yeah, that's
They
like
also had a Ferris wheel. Wait, nope,
oh,
a Ferris wheel and a carousel.
Ferris wheel. Uh,
And that was a lot of fun.
yeah, that would
But
be
for
like
me,
a nightmare for me though. I would run.
well, see, festivals for me aren't just about the music. I love the artists. Pat and I are huge art collectors. Um, and we actually have gotten to know a couple of the artists that showcase at these festivals, and they're just the nicest, coolest people. And um and so we see the artists, and then there's aerial dancers, like people up on the silk ropes,
Ooh, I love
and then
that.
there's flow artists, people with the flow wands. And
Oh, that's
I have a
very
couple
cool.
of flow toys myself. I love that shit. It's so cool. And I love people watching. You go to these festivals and people just wear the coolest fucking
That's
things.
true. That's so
Yeah, I
true.
just love it. I just love it.
We
So
should
I
have you
people
show off your
watch. I
flow toys in one of these episodes. That would be really
Yeah.
fun.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe I need to replace my whip head because it's so old.
Mm,
It's missing a lot of fibers,
uh,
and it's so old that it's dingy. No matter how much I clean it, I can't get the dinge
yeah.
from it. And then my wand, I'm hoping that Sam finds it. One of my weights is missing.
Oh no.
I know. It's like a $5 piece. I'll get a new one, but I think it's at Sam's house and she's gonna be here tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll yeah. Like my flow toys are in the shop right now, so to speak.
Well, I'm sure you'll get them up and running in no time.
Yeah. The hoop is charged and running, but I am really bad with the hula hoop.
Me too.
I, I'm s- I'm so impressed by people who can do it and do all the cool tricks and stuff.
I'm
I
terrible at
try
it.
and try.
They have a hula
Ace
hoop
is
at
really good
my.
with the hula hoop.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
really good with it. Yeah.
They have a hula hoop at my office, and one day one of my coworkers he's like this big 55-year-old like tattooed like big dude, and he grabbed the
Uh-huh.
hula hoop and he tried to do it and it like fell immediately and I laughed and he
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Well, let's see you do it." And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do the same thing." And I tried and I did the same thing. It just fell like it didn't even make one full spin. It just like fell.
I can get it to spin, but like, have you ever seen people like dance with hula hoops? They can like
Yeah.
hoop up and down their body and
Yeah.
do all sorts of cool stuff, and I can't do that. But My levitation wand I've actually gotten really good with.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's actually a really tricky flow toy.
Oh. See,
Um
I do think we should like do like a talent show section at some point where we like show off some talents, you know? Why not?
da, 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 da. Okay, so I actually have a talent show story. I
Ooh.
was in a talent show once, and my parents couldn't make it. They were at work, so I didn't really have anybody in the audience that I could hone in on. And I decided to sing an a cappella song. I sang Don't Push by Sublime.
Nice. Nice
I did a
choice.
thank you, thank you. Oh, I think I was like a freshman in high school. I did a really good job. I
Nice.
got all the way to the rapping part, did all of it, and then I pulled a Napoleon Dynamite and froze at the very end and then ran off the stage.
No.
Yeah. I suddenly like I did the thing and then got like the fear.
Oh.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
and
that's
ran off the
brutal.
stage.
Oh
But
my
I
god,
did,
that's
I like
so sad.
froze, ran off the stage. Yeah.
I also ran off of a stage once, but it was during a rehearsal, thankfully, but I was in a play and I was playing a part. The character I was playing had a scene where she kisses another character, and I was very young at the time. I was like, thinking back, I'm like, why did they cast me for this role? I was too young for this role. And during the first rehearsal where we were supposed to do that scene, I ran off the stage because I was like, not wanting to do it. And then the director came back and was like, we can recast the role. And I was like, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. So I did. But it was awkward as fuck, dude. I hadn't really like kissed a lot of people yet, you know? But
Um,
I did run off the stage. I did run off the stage. And the director was like thinking back, I'm like, man, that director kind of sucked. Like, what the hell?
what an asshole.
Yeah,
Like for real.
yeah. Like,
What a
dang,
dick.
dude. Clearly, I was like
Damn.
embarrassed to be doing that on the stage when I was like, you know,
A baby.
still very immature. I didn't like have a lot of
Yeah.
experience yet. I was worried people would like think I did it weird, you know?
Things we think of when we're little.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Gosh.
yeah.
That's so sad.
I know, right? But the good news is I did more plays after that and they went much better.
I I was in a rendition of The Island of Dr. Moreau
Oh,
and I played the Catwoman.
okay.
Yeah, because I can go. That's fine.
Uh, you know,
So,
I'm glad I got the shark. But one of the other ones that they had at the store was a little what are they? Mogwai? Is that what they're called before they turn into gremlins?
yes.
Yeah, and it made me think of how you can do uh the Mogwai voice.
Yup.
you
That's a
don't
thing I could do.
you don't have to do it.
Well, here's the thing is I used to do it all the time
Yes.
because my mom fucking loves it. She absolutely loves it.
Mm-hmm.
And she to get out of trouble, I would like sing in that voice, you know.
I can't even hear you. It must be so high pitched the mic can't pick it up.
Oh, that's hilarious
Yeah.
because I'm sure my husband could probably hear it. Like, how about if I go back?
No, as soon as you start doing it, I hear nothing. That
That's
that's
crazy.
so funny. That is so
That is
funny.
really funny. Well, just know that I can do it and maybe I'll do it for on my phone like a regular TikTok for our account.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Um
idea.
because it is actually spot on. Like Howie Mandel do a double take because that's who voices Gizmo.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is. It's Howie Mandel.
That is so funny.
He's also Bobby from Bobby's World.
I did know that. I did know that. He
Mm-hmm.
talks about that a lot. I actually I end up seeing more of his content than you would think because
Yeah.
one of my favorite podcasts is the H3 podcast, which I know is a little controversial, but if you haven't, if you stopped watching H3 back when he was more problematic, he's a lot better now. I'm just saying, but it's true. It's true. Uh,
Dude, last podcast on the left is one of my favorite podcasts, and we all know what's happening right now. So,
right, right. But Howie Mandel has become kind of a character on the H3 podcast because, oh my God, I don't know if you know about this situation, but Howie Mandel posted to TikTok a video of a prolapse. Did you know about this?
Oh, was it his prolapse, Danis?
No, it was just some random one he got off the internet. He claims he didn't know what it was, but he posted it to TikTok with him in the corner of the frame, right? Saying, "This happened to my friend. Is it COVID related?" And like, it was just,
Man.
it was the most
Man.
it was the most epic TikTok of all time, in my opinion. And that got the attention of the H3 podcast because obviously it did. And now Howie Mandel is like on their podcast sometimes. Like he calls in and it's weird. So I end up.
He's a germaphobe. Did you know that?
I did know that. He doesn't like to shake hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems like, I mean, I guess I can't like, determine how unwell or well someone is, but like when I watch him on his podcast and I see him on the H3 podcast, he seems like he handles it well. Like, you know, like people will reach out and try to shake his hand and he's like, no thank you, or sometimes I've seen him shake people's hands. So I feel like he manages it well. So good for him, That's like hard to deal with, I think.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're just over there growling at the corner and it's freaking me out.
Oh, I feel like this is the third instance of there being possible haunting in that room.
It's definitely haunted.
Yeah.
It's definitely haunted. I need to find my planchette for my Ouija board.
Could you use one of your planchette earrings?
No, because they don't have...
They don't have, like, the right bottom.
Yeah, and they don't have any circles out of them.
Yeah.
They're like a solid piece.
Yeah. Yeah, you should
I could make a planchette. I really want to see that movie, Talk to Me.
Talk to Me. I feel like I've heard of that.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Okay, don't get eaten by a ghost. Do we think that Anna's getting eaten by a ghost, viewers?
I'm grabbing those symbols. I need to grab the symbol for a second.
Okay. So. Oh, wait. I can do my entertain the people dance.
Sorry, it was just making sure he wasn't waking Pat up.
Oh, no worries. So I'm thinking, just so you know, we just hit 3 hours for this stream. So I'm thinking we should,
It's midnight.
Yep, let's... Good night, gentle viewers.
Yep, yeah, like, as they say, I don't know what they say, but my brain is tired and so am I. So, and my dog being a rude ass, there he is, rude ass,
Yep.
barking. Uh, I said we're gonna call it a night
All
because,
right.
yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
All right. And then that's it. Good night.
Good night. Yeah, join us next week for a whole new episode of
That's right.
Petunias and Potholes,
We'll see you
where
then.
we will talk about some awesome shit and cool books and movies and all the grand stuff.
Heck yeah. All right. Good
All
night.
right. Good night.